Welcome to the Cargill Community Kitchen. I'm Meryl and this is Plant Curious. Today we're doing dessert. Not in a way that you've probably ever had it before. We'll be using garbanzo beans for the batter and then sweetening it with maple syrup, flavoring it with vanilla, and using peanuts for a natural fat. I gotta let you know though, we will be using chocolate chips. That's my favorite. One thing that happens often in a vegan kitchen or a plant-based kitchen, even just a plant-forward kitchen, you may find sometimes that you don't have all the tools you need, right? You may run short of something, or you may have to substitute something. This is very common, even among the very good chefs. Today, we're gonna have a little experience with improv. We'll be using a Vitamix or a high-speed blender to put the batter together, and then we're gonna be using bread pans to bake it, just so that we see how flexible we can be. We'll start by putting in the garbanzo beans. These are gonna take the most work. Let me show you something. Garbanzo beans, you can buy them dried or you can buy them in a can. In a can, of course, the easiest way to do it. They hover around 99 cents to $1.50 a can, depending upon where you go. They can be very soft when purchased in a can, or they can be rather firm. Just depends what brand you get, but they do take work to break them down and make them smooth enough for a batter. Garbanzo beans are very highly used, a frequent flyer in the plant-forward kitchen. So we have 1 can of garbanzo beans. Next, we're going to add maple syrup. Wonderful sweetener. This is considered a whole food sweetener. It has minerals, which honestly I don't remember off the top of my head. But it gives more than it takes for nutrition. This is vanilla extract. When you use vanilla extract, get a pure vanilla extract. Now we're gonna blend up the garbanzo beans. Right. Next, we will add the peanut butter. And we're going to add the salt and baking soda and baking powder at the same time. I'm just going to kind of mix it a little bit, and then I'll turn on the blender. Okay. Now this would be easier if we had a food processor, but like I said, we are improvising today. And that's a good thing too. All right. Now 1 can of garbanzo beans does not really make a lot. This recipe serves or cuts into 16 squares. So I'm expecting we'll need 2 bread pans like this, loaf pans. I am also expecting that because we have the natural oils in the peanuts, that I don't need to oil the pan. So these are going to be about the thickness of, like a brownie. If you've ever had blondies, that's what these are called, chickpea blondies. I've got all right, a little bit more. It might just make one pan. Okay, so we're going to spread it here. Now you can decorate the top if you like. You can actually fold the chocolate chips into the batter if you like. I'm just going to put them on top today. And then we bake it in a 350 oven for about 20 minutes. So we'll just put a little bit on top. Okay, there we go. We'll put that in the oven for about 20 minutes. So welcome back. Our chickpea blondies are ready. Let's pull them out of the oven. Now I'm going to tilt this toward you so you can see it. That's some good looking stuff right there. They were in the oven for about 20 minutes at 350. And you will notice that them being in a bread pan when the recipe called for a baking dish didn't harm them in the least. That is what they look like. What do they smell like? A Reese's peanut butter cup made in heaven. Let's try it. It's really interesting. The chickpeas make for a very light batter, actually. And I know these are screaming hot. Yes. Wow. So when I make these, I can go through a whole pan by myself, which is not really smart, but I do it anyway sometimes. Really good. Very much like it's the chocolate and the peanut butter together. If you like to add coconut, you could do that. If you want to put other kinds of nuts, walnuts or pumpkin seeds or anything else, you can do that too. Like I said, you can fold the chips into the batter and then you'll have the chocolate chips all throughout. Very good, really simple, really easy to make. I hope you try this recipe. I hope you enjoy it. Try it on your kids, they'll love it. See you next time from Cargill Community Kitchen. I'm Meryl and this is Plant Curious.